Bro, I'm still fucking thinking about what we were talking about earlier. Because like spiders get such they get like such a bad rep in society when you think about it. Because
Why would
everybody
you
hates
I
them.
say
hate. I can't. Dude.
I hate them
I'll
too.
literally run away. Like if there's a spider in
I-
my bed, like I'll sleep downstairs.
Well, it's funny too because
Okay, well
everyone's so
that's
scared
kind
of
of
them.
fair though. That's kind of fair. Even if like,
Fuck that shit.
excuse me, even if like you're a spider loving person, I don't
Like,
think
dude,
anybody
one
is
time,
gonna go to bed with one.
giant spider in my room, man. I was high as fuck.
I'm sure somebody
I was
would
on Discord with my boys.
I mean,
They're
there's
like, it's gonna
spider
fucking bite you.
pornography on
You
the
gotta
web.
kill it. You gotta kill it. So I finally go get a shoe, bro, and it's gone.
That's a scary thing.
It
Find
just disappeared. You never
I
saw it
just-
again.
Dude,
I literally didn't sleep
Dog.
that night.
Bro,
I
that's such a
Fuck my
terrible
leg.
feeling, bro.
I
You go to
hate
kill
that.
a spider, you leave to get something, and you come back. Oh man, you have no clue where it is.
well, I
Hey,
get
well,
like,
dude, I think I told you guys like a long time ago at my other house. I was gaming away. It was like, I don't know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gaming away and it's like dark. The hallway is like looking down to my room, long dark hallway. And I see this like, there's enough light in the area that you can see like something moving. Anyway, so I'm gaming away and I see it in the corner of my eye. It's literally just this black like figure thing. I thought it was like a rat or something. It was that big and it was
Holy
crawling
shit.
across the thing. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is that? So I
yeah.
click on the lights. I go on and look over. I'm like, holy shit! I'm trying to find it. Look underneath the little corner piece that's there. It's like a fucking those big, massive house spiders. I'm like, oh my God. Went to go leave to get something. Come back, it's gone. I'm like, oh fuck this. Yeah, I'm not.
Do you-
I'm not.
Do you think
I'm
house
out.
spiders are so fucking big just because they're munching on like people food? Like just like grubs that like people
never
leave on the
know.
ground and like
Oh, no, no,
rather
no,
than
no.
just like
They
other
die.
insects and shit.
Oh,
Like they're
man.
eating like
They would
just
die,
like
wouldn't they?
Small, big, fucking
they could.
medium.
I don't
What
even
do
know
spiders
really what
even
spiders eat other
Apparently,
than
we
like
eat spiders.
I mean,
spiders
it's-
eat weed. What?
We eat spiders in our sleep.
Oh, we eat spiders. Oh, that's
Oh, you
it.
said we
Yeah,
eat
like 10 or
spiders
something, 9 or 10.
I literally like watched
not.
like
Time.
I watched like a YouTube documentary thing that was like all about how that fact like wasn't even like true and that it was like all just like a hoax like that was
Yeah, I
spread
heard
through
that.
like
I
fear
heard
and
that.
shit. Yeah,
Just to
it's
see if they
crazy.
could do shit like that.
It was literally like just like a post somebody made. It was like a fact somebody made up, whatever. And then they just like sent it out there and everybody believed it without any like real evidence to back it up.
Huh.
With what I was saying before
one of
though
those
is like
things.
I find it so funny that like we are like scared of spiders in of itself because they're actually like more scared of us than we are of
Oh, we're
them. Like
giant.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're like far superior compared to them. We're the top of the food chain. We can literally just kill them in a
Hot
second.
dogs.
But we hold them in such a high standard when we like actually like in terms of fear and shit like that. Like I'm terrified of spiders. I hate them.
I
The
almost
bigger the
lost my
worse.
leg
Why are we
to a
talking about
spider bite.
spiders, man? What did I join?
Oh,
Scary, bro. Spiders on the mind. We were talking about it earlier.
yeah, man. NASA put a spider on in space to see what would happen.
Right.
What
Yeah. What
happened?
the fuck? Yeah. Did
I
they
just read the article today, like just like literally an hour ago.
did they find
Yeah.
out what happened to it yet?
No, it's just they sent it up there.
Huh.
What?
I just think it's really stupid because what if it like repopulated on
How much
John's
money
in-
did that cost to do that?
planet?
Yeah,
is
no kidding.
disgusting. You know what I mean? Like,
Millions?
if it had, like, it's so easy for insects to have babies and multiply. Like, not if you think about it though, like that's how we get exotic animals is through people bringing it from other countries and stuff. And then all of a sudden you have like what there's a like, it's to do with the ecosystem. There's a certain word for it. I'm pretty sure we learned it in like science and shit.
Where like it's like if you like relocate like an animal
It's
that
easy.
belongs to one ecosystem to another, it's actually
Yeah,
gonna
it
like have
can,
a
like,
whole effect
ruin the
on it and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, for
What if
sure.
that happened in space and we didn't know it yet? You know what I mean? Like, why
Now
would
there's space spiders.
exactly now
I
there's
think-
gonna be like if you think about it, unless they can't survive.
They
which
send a
is-
monkey.
I was gonna say they probably just die. Like, they probably just
dogs and
just
shit?
die.
because
Like
I don't know,
everything.
are insects cold-blooded?
All,
Or is
most
that
of them,
just like
all of them
cold-blooded
are. They?
reptiles like lizards and snakes and shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
they can survive in certain temperatures and terrain and shit. So I wonder if
Do
that's
insects even have blood? I thought they just had like goo. They just had like fucking like
Yeah.
gunk coming out of them.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
fucking green shit. You ever squish one on the wall and you just see like it looks like someone trying to fucking paintball at it? It's like holy
Yeah.
shit.
the only time you see blood is on mosquitoes.
That's gross because you know it's like either yours or someone else's
Or
or a
someone
mixture
else,
of
yeah.
both. Yeah, it's like fuck. Oh, bro, so they want to send spiders to space and get them to come back. Wouldn't that like potentially fuck our ecosystem up then? And why the fuck do they want to try to make super spiders of anything?
Spider-Man. Boom.
They want to make super anything, whatever they can.
In space, the only thing that's gonna fuck up the ecosystem are humans, I feel like.
That's what they're doing.
We've already polluted it, like our atmosphere around our fucking
Yeah.
Earth. There's like such a thick wall of fucking satellites and space debris and shit. It's
Yeah,
fucked.
bro.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They have to like
Fucking
time
Elon-
space launches and shit like at like really specific times because they only get a certain window to like dodge all the debris that they're gonna be passing through and shit. Or like they're at least gonna be going through a part that doesn't have too much.
How do they even measure that?
I don't know, probably just like other satellites and
Didn't
cameras
Elon
and
Musk
shit.
shoot a rocket
That-
into space and then bring it back down.
Yeah, a lot of like rockets explode. Like it's like considered a normal thing. But the thing is that like
There's a
rockets,
space
like
station that
they have
people
such
are
a
up there right now,
environmental like
crazy.
implication too as well. Like they pollute a lot whenever you have a rocket launch, and it's all in the name of science and progression, so it's necessary. But there's still a lot of like greenhouse gases that are being produced and fucking a lot of other shit getting fucked in the ozone layer. I don't know anything about it, but that's just been my
Science.
basic understanding of it.
Could be subject now that we're on like the topic of space. The Bethlehem Star, my guys.
Yeah, that's just coming
21st.
back.
No, the 20 already happened. Good.
What?
happened?
What is
What?
this?
21st of December, Bethlehem Star shined for the very first time in about 800 years, I think I've seen. But that star, the last time it was ever seen to mankind was the coming of Jesus when he was born in Bethlehem.
Oh,
And we just experienced that like, a couple days ago.
Really?
Apparently my parents
Oh,
were trying to
yeah.
like, look out for it in the sky, but they couldn't see it. But I seen shots of it.
The guys in Israel and like Jerusalem and shit are just like turning up right now. They're going
Jesus is on
crazy.
this planet, you know?
They're going wild. They're like, yeah.
That's
That's actually insane to think about,
What's your
though.
thoughts though?
Yeah.
Like, it fascinates me. Like that shit. I love that.
I'm sure they'll have like some sort of like scientific explanation behind it, but just from like
anything.
Okay, the only thing that I can come to conclusion about that is like I saw something about like the sun and like some planets or some shit meeting about some people expecting superpowers. That's the only thing I remember
I
reading.
saw.
Yeah,
I
about,
heard
like,
about
black
some
guys
shit like
expecting-
that
But
too.
I think that was before that. I don't know.
When was that?
That was somewhat recently. That was like
Was that also December 21st?
that's what I'm looking up.
That's
That'd be kind of crazy to think about. I saw that was pretty funny how a lot of people were
Yeah,
believing that.
December 21st.
Huh, look at that.
Why would they? Yeah, we're gonna get superpowers, man. I'm just coming to Jesus.
Bruh, if I don't fucking
2020.
Only black people though. Only black people.
Only
Yeah.
black people got
It's not a
superpowers?
running joke.
Andrew will get like half the superpowers.
That's
then.
weird.
Probably
Man.
a quarter of a superpower. Or
Yeah,
something.
you might get you might get a really strong left
But that
arm, or
was
you
weird.
might be
Alright,
able
what
to
would it be,
fucking
though?
kind of jump high, but you won't be able to land normally. Imagine that you could
Break my-
jump super fucking high as a superpower, but every time you landed, like you had the potential to just break your fucking legs every time. That'd be you. That's your superpower, Andrew.
Damn, that was me in high school.
Your
when
dream
we played
superpower,
basketball.
man.
Absolutely, man.
What's the dream?
Oh, the dream superpower? Oh, that would be telekinesis.
Bitch.
Oh, to move
What?
shit with your hand?
Telekinesis.
Yeah.
Out of
Uh,
Bro, I
every
want to be able to spray fire and ice from one hand.
Oh,
Real
That'd
anime
be
shit.
That'd be kind of
Like,
sick.
Anime.
when I
I
fucking
watch anime.
that My
you
Hero
don't
shit.
watch anime,
Yeah.
you should, bro. You'd love it. You little high ass.
Mr. Icy Hot would be your name.
Anime is like
Cowboy
Mr.
Bebop.
anime has
Icy
made me
hot.
cry, bro.
You'd be like the condoms, Devin. You're like cold and then you're hot. You have the numbing power and then you have the power of heat.
Oh my, that shit. Have you guys ever tried that?
No, I've never tried
There's-
that. I've
dude.
been kind of scared of it. I gotta be honest with you.
Weird, man. It's weird. That's all I gotta say.
Does it
It's
actually
weird.
like numb your dick?
Yeah, it does, but like to an extent, not like completely. It's weird, man. Like I said,
That just sounds
that's-
uncomfortable. That just
it
feels
was
like
weird.
if your dick is getting numb during sex, then like it's
Okay.
like you're not getting any sensation then.
Sort of, yeah. That's the point. I think
So
it's-
weird, man.
yeah.
It's like you're actually like
guys
So you
ever
last
used
longer. You just last longer.
you're willing to
I think
give up
that-
your own like measure of sensation just to last longer. You have to
Basically,
have like a
that-
massive problem with like
Oh, yeah.
ejaculating
yeah.
like quickly to want to be able to do that. In my
Oh,
opinion,
this condom.
yeah, it
No, it's funny.
it was the weirdest experience. I didn't like it at all.
yeah, no kidding.
Like
Bro. I'm not saying you have that problem, obviously. I'm just saying like someone who uses it
Yeah,
You
normally.
have that problem.
Hey man, I was desperate. I was like,
There was a time, man. You know, there was that.
you know what? Now there's Blue Chew, sponsored by Blue Chew. You can get your gummies now.
No, I'm not capping.
What's a blue
I'm
too?
not-
You guys ever heard of that?
I don't know if
No,
you guys heard my conversation there.
I didn't hear
Erection
anything. Did I?
pill. Blue Chew erection pill.
Oh, an erection pill, kind of like Viagra.
Yeah, it's the new Viagra.
New Viagra version.
$20 a month. $20 a month.
$20 for
You can get
Viagra?
started.
Do they come in Flintstone shapes?
Maybe.
Hopefully. I
That'd be
wish.
killer.
Red Bull guys, I'm sponsored. Oh my god.
Gives you wings.
That'd be kind of sick, bro.
You're not
Red
sponsor
Bull
that.
gives you wings. Mix your Red Bull with the Viagra
Why'd on
chewables.
ass?
Oh yeah, cheers, boys.
You get some Larkin pills and
Well, since we're here, fucking welcome, boys. You know, episode 3 of the podcast. It's good to
Greetings.
fucking have you all here. I'm here once again with good friends Brandon and Andrew, and we're also joined by our other good friends Devin and Johnny. It's good to have
What's
you boys.
going
It's
on?
good to be able to see you as well, talk to you, and fucking just
Yeah.
mellow out, chill.
Fucking
I'm at like a level like 5 or 6 high right now, but I'm also drinking at the same time. So I got my rum and coke. I'm doing all right.
I'm
beautiful.
high.
Hit mine.
Very sad day.
Yeah, I'm at a solid zero,
Jesus, bro.
zero right now.
Is that cracker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro. What type of cracker? Oh shit!
Oh, Cheez-Its.
More sponsorship.
Yeah, bro. We got to get all these brands to sponsor us. Cheez-Its, Red
Cheez-Its,
Bull,
Red Bull.
the Boner
What
Chewies.
else? Oh yeah, Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
I could totally see us, one of us, running like an ad for penis pills. You know, I have to talk up the partnership. You know,
Yeah.
before every podcast. This
No, you
shit
gotta like
sponsored
kind of
by-
like you gotta let the brands know that you're interested. Be like,
I don't
ew,
know.
guys. So yeah, I was fucking this bitch, and for whatever reason, I just could not get it up. I do not know what was going on with me. You know, it's like my head was in the right spot. Yeah, and then I just pulled these
Yo,
chewies out of my bedside table and fucking whoa. Within 5 minutes, I was
gives
fucking
you,
up like a Elon Musk rocket and sending spiders into space.
COVID-19
A little
gives
happy
you
bunny, ready to go.
erectile dysfunction, or however you fucking say it.
Have you guys-
Erectile
They can give you fucking
instruction.
give you-
Can you die?
What do you guys feel about joy? Jerk off instruction. You know they make like ASMR porn now.
Yep.
I don't doubt it, man. I'm surprised that wasn't a thing a long time ago.
I'm sure it like was, but it
If I'm
was
gonna
like
be
just like
honest.
something I recently stumbled upon doing some podcast research.
Apparently, there's this certain I can't even say it. It's messed up. So the certain portion of porn, it's like a POV, but you're small,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a
What?
chick, but he's like a million times bigger than you. Like it's like a giantess thing or something. And the literal jerk off thing to it is you get stepped on. I shit you. Like she makes you lick the heel of your
What?
boot, and then she steps on you.
What the fuck?
What are we
There's like
talking about?
humiliation.
I
like,
stepped away for a fucking second.
I
That's-
mean,
like,
do not recite the ancient magic to me.
fucking fetishes and shit?
Kevin. I was there when it was written.
What the fuck?
That's
Yeah,
weird,
man, there's a lot of messed up things in porn, bro.
bar.
Yo, we're all good, Brandon.
Back on?
Yeah, we're back on. We're chilling.
It was good. It was good.
We're back on live.
I'm like,
I wanted to shaking glass to your bed.
All right, and we're back. Had a brief hiccup because fucking apparently you got to pay to be able to host Zoom meetings over 40 minutes long. Didn't know that. Didn't get that notification while I was doing it on my laptop before. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna have to fucking look into that.
Bro.
I wonder if it's because I may have I might be on like a student account or something on my laptop. Maybe that let me do it. I'm not too sure. I'll have to
Maybe.
check into it. So fucking I don't even remember what we were talking about. I find it kind of interesting though how you have to fucking pay to be able to host so many things on so many different types of services.
How they make the
Yeah,
money.
it's
That's
just
for
money
new
grabbing,
cable,
bro.
Yeah, like you got to pay to be able to like broadcast your podcast. You got to pay to be able to host a Zoom. You got to pay to host a fucking Minecraft server. You got to pay like $10 a month to have that fucking realm shit.
I mean,
What?
you can host it through like your computer, like and not pay anything, but
Mm.
that depends on your connection and how good your computer is.
It's probably like way easier to do it through like realms too for
So
like
much easier.
for like a kid to do it or some shit.
It's not your server, and it's not your internet, so it's pretty sick.
Hmm.
It's like your own server, right? You don't have to deal with it. And like if we wanted to, like your computer would have to be on 24/7, like whoever server it was on to, for like everyone, like or like you wouldn't be able to play unless his computer was on running the server.
Oh, okay. I guess that would make sense.
And
It's
you have
no.
to like open your ports and shit. Like it's all complicated.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that's no different than like websites and like big like apps and shit being hosted on these like in these buildings with these massive server rooms and shit. And they're basically just like computers that are just running all the time, just like hosting these websites and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember the Regent server room? Mr. Schultz gave me full access. When
Oh
we
my
did,
God.
I did some damage there.
The broom closet.
They probably molested his students.
Mr. Schultz, bro. We got a couple
Wait,
stories of
Ben,
that
you
guy,
were-
bro.
What a weirdo, man.
It's gonna sound like slander, but like
No
what a
shit,
like
though.
like
Like
what
yo,
a couple.
remember when I like I think I did like Windows key tab instead of Alt tab, and like it was like it showed like something a little different, and we got all fucking confused and thought like I broke his computer.
Bro, he didn't know anything about computers and he taught an IT class, bro.
So
Information technology. I'd call that class completely useless if I didn't at least learn a thing or two by just like fucking around on shit my own. Like is the shit that I did like just exploring on the computer myself on there is when I like learned a little bit more about shit. But like you just go on YouTube and find shit.
Remember that fat cunt fucking pirate? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be using the real name, but
across
whatever.
the room or the fucking halls because it was my laptop in there.
I was thankful to never have her as a teacher.
Dude, she
Yeah,
did some
dude.
guilty shit to Matisse's family too. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
they like rented a house and they like ripped them off and like destroyed it or some shit.
They told his family that
Yeah.
it was their Christian duty to like
Yeah,
let them not pay their rent for their house or some shit. Like, I don't know, bro.
those type of people abuse religion and shit like that. Like,
Christians get such a bad rep because of people
from
like
people like
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
No, yeah, 100%.
It's people that think they can put their religion over like
Like
every.
you have to keep
Everything
like,
else.
for yourself
Yeah.
and shit. Like like your family and shit. You gotta take care of. Like obviously you want to be kind to people, and what they did was kind. And what they did and complaining and fucking doing the shit they did was childish and retarded and fucking completely not nice. So like I don't know.
Well, no kidding, bro.
Some
Like-
fucking twat.
Like
Yo,
yo,
I was talking to my brother, and he's fucking friends with this person who's like involved with the church and shit
Yeah.
at Region, and apparently they lied about their COVID cases numbers, and it was
really?
and it was in like the hundreds.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fucked.
How the fuck does that
How
even
could they keep
happen?
that? How could they keep that out? How could they keep that
Wait.
from fucking the government?
I don't fucking know, bro.
400 is literally like a quarter of the school. That's fucked up.
That is.
Wait.
I hope like Mr. Walker and shit is chilling.
Let's just say it's a rumor for now, but if that is true, that's fucking crazy,
That
dude.
I
is-
believe it though. Bro.
Our school has done some fucked up things in the
They're probably
past,
capital
but
trying to raid
Yeah,
away.
that's
But
crazy.
like, you don't want to wish a fucking plague upon them. But that's on them, dude. That just shows how retarded their system is and how fucking retarded they are. Because they like, I can guarantee they go by the policy, like with the like what the government, like the rules and shit this whole time. Like, and especially when the kids there too. Like, it's
They wouldn't have, yeah.
crazy dirty. Like even before the sanitary, like I went in into the fucking primary washroom one time, and there was just fucking blood all over the place. I had to take a quick leak, man. I was like in the area, and I just ran to the washroom. I had to piss before class, probably late, and fucking.
There's
Remember
just
we got
blood,
into-
no context, just blood just sitting
Bro,
there.
that's
What the fuck?
disgusting. Imagine what the girls' washroom was like.
Oh my
Oh, no.
god.
Oh no.
I'm sure it's a lot more clean than the boys' washroom.
Well, the bathroom upstairs wasn't bad. Like the high school boys' bathroom was pretty chill. The office was fucked.
That one just got set on fire, the one upstairs.
Oh, yeah, STDs.
I remember me and Justin went down into the primary one time, and we went to go use the bathroom real quickly.
Oh,
And then
man.
for some reason, we started splashing each other in the primary bathroom.
You splashed me first, that was
No.
why. We were both washing our hands in the sinks, and there's only
That's
2 sinks in
bullshit.
that bathroom. We were next to each other washing our hands after we're done pissing. And then you splashed me with water
There
first,
goes
so
the-
I retaliated. You
There
came
goes
back
the-
at me,
Yep.
and then we just went back and forth from there. We're
So,
fucking.
like, the moral of the story is we literally just the whole bathroom was just wet, just
It was
the sweat
drenched.
stains and drenched and stuff. We walk out, and there's like the teacher waiting for us. He's like, "What are you guys doing here?" and stuff. He's like, "Oh, we actually had to stop real fast. We were coming from the field, and we just had to stop real fast in the bathroom." And she goes into the bathroom just to look at it, and she comes back and it's like, "That place is a mess." What were you two doing in
She
there?
marched us straight to the principal's office like a fucking stormtrooper going
I
down
really
the
fucking
fucking
made the
hallways of the
bathroom
Death
DJ.
Star.
Fucking
Yeah, that seems
Didn't
about
they
right.
use the
raves,
PSL
the
stream to
lights
do
and
it?
everything, the music speaker, fucking just turn up in the washroom. The amount of times we got busted, there's like fucking 10, 15 guys just piled up.
I feel like that's the case with most schools. There's always like the
Yeah.
guys' washroom. There's always like some sus
Yeah.
shit going on in there. There's always
DJ
something going.
Sixton, man. Turn up.
Always something getting broken. People doing illegal
These
shit.
two ESL students who had a nap, like fucking that they were gay.
What?
Oh yeah,
The
bro.
washrooms? Or
Yeah.
what?
They
No.
like nap together.
I had a video of two guys. I think I recorded.
John, yeah.
God, yeah.
There was
Right.
like two like Korean transfer students at our school. And like
Well, I
given
guess
the fact that we
meet
went to
him
a
one day,
private
you know.
school, these two guys, they were studying all night and they were just homies, whatever. And they were sleeping in like a utility closet and they weren't doing anything. They were literally just napping. But apparently they were kind of like they weren't like cuddling or whatever, but I guess whoever walked in considered it cuddling. And like they were just kind of like leaning against one another while sleeping, I'm assuming.
So
And
fucking bloody
they
tired.
literally got booted out of school, and rumor has it was because the school like thought they were gay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's
Like
kinda-
they were taking a nap,
That's kinda
taking
great.
class in a fucking
Did
Not
you
like
get
that.
detention if you didn't want to go worship and you wanted to like not like?
Yeah, you would get detention if you didn't want to go to chapel. Like they made you go like listen to the word for sure. And the word was literally like just Bible stories that you've heard 1,000 times over, and like
Bro, the
like,
one thing I
So
hated
strict with going with the
was
bathroom.
how some young dude would go on stage trying to be a role model and you'd be throwing his hands
What up?
up
What up? What up?
making you praise him. Like,
how's it going, guys?
why are you throwing your hands
My name
up?
is John Jackson, and I'm here to teach you guys about the word of the Lord.
You can
No,
answer
no,
my
right.
question. I'll give you a
Fucking
chocolate.
guns and shit. He was pretending to shoot up the crowd, bro.
How many of you fucking assholes like Instagram? I got Instagram. Go follow my Instagram. It's youth worship mountain at Instagram. Fucking click the link in the bio to buy my youth merch.
Just get every little bit of penny you can get out of these fucking 16-year-olds.
It's funny too, because like I still heavily consider myself like a Christian, but I don't know if I even like really believe in church anymore, to be completely honest with you. There's just so
Well,
many
dude, there's
layers
so
to church, and
much.
there's so many
Yeah.
like there's so much corruption in a lot of churches now, and a lot of people just kind of use it as like a means of hierarchy or something.
Mhm.
Like it used to be a sense of
It's
community,
stupid.
but like when you think about it, when you create that sense of community, you open up more doors to like have more competition with people
Yeah.
and more people to
You see
criticize
it very
you. And
common.
yeah,
I do believe out there is more than quite a few. Like they're out there. You're just gonna find them. There is good churches, like ones that stick to the truth and they do just see things and
yeah.
equality and not just themselves. But so much corruption, man. Just everywhere you go,
Well,
there's
bro, even back to the Catholics.
so
fucking
yeah, way back in the day, yeah. No,
Not even that too, bro. They were like, "Yo, you have to pay us, otherwise you go to hell." Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck, like,
yeah, and
Yeah.
they've always kind of used that certain thing, but like corruption just gets worse. Like it started from
I'm
Age of
not-
Nine.
I'm not religious, bro. I feel like it's literally just like false hope and like a way to like control people. That's like my fucking
I could see that.
outlook on it. Just from
Yeah,
like school.
that
and
makes
shit.
sense.
Well, what I like to look at is all views of like all different kinds of things. Like
A lot of religions are the same, bro. Like they have
exactly,
a lot
you
of
just
like
Yeah.
gotta look at the
correlations and
similar details.
shit. Even like the
It also
Quran has
comes
Jesus
from-
in it and shit. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
it all comes from somewhere, and that was the beginning of time, and we have no fucking clue because we're way here.
Mhm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It actually happened so long ago, it's beyond our imagination. But there's got to be an explanation. I just know.
What's up
there's
with
gotta be an
you can't
explanation.
go to church, but you can go to the fucking Guilford Mall with like 1,000+ people?
Yeah, no
I think
fucking
that's
kidding,
bullshit.
dude.
Yeah, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because of the singing part of it.
Oh, really?
So like
I'll spread it.
That's literally it.
so they wouldn't like they can't just like advise people to just like to like cease the singing part of their worship segments to like be able
No,
to
they
be
can't.
to
It's
worship
the-
and
then-
stuff like
And that's the
jeez.
funniest part, because like, yeah, that it's like it's I don't know if that's quotable or not, but it's from what I've heard, it's like a super spreader of
Bro, you
singing.
can't
Like,
even
singing
go-
is a super spreader. It's like
You can't even go to like AA meetings or like church or anything.
You can't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like,
Yeah.
like you don't need church to be like a good Christian, but people need church, and like every other like religion, like people like rely on church for, like you said, like community and like.
Yeah, like I wouldn't consider like church necessarily like an essential business or whatever. While church in of
Oh no.
itself shouldn't be a business, in my personal opinion, in
But
the
like the
first
mall
place.
shouldn't be
But
fucking open then, right? Like if it's on.
yeah, and like if even not the mall, just like places you need, like grocery stores, supply stores, fucking places where you're gonna get shit that you actually like need to keep on living and get through the next day.
Yeah.
But like churches, like a lot of churches now, at least like the ones that are owned, they have like younger ownership. They've been doing a lot more like live streams and things
Yeah,
you
I
can do
thought
from
about
home and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And like like I feel like that should be fine. Like like unless people are just kind of like they just refuse to learn it and they don't want to do new things and they don't want to do it like that. Like I've never believed that you need to be in a specific type of building to be able to worship. I feel like you
Yeah,
could
I agree.
just do that wherever
wherever
you
you
are.
are.
Yeah, absolutely. And like if you want to be able to watch something that's going to be able to teach you a little bit more about God and that's something you want to do and spend your time doing, especially on a Sunday, then like I feel like there's nothing wrong with doing that over a live stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's fact. I'm pretty sure a lot of churches and stuff do like Zoom and shit now, right?
They
Yeah,
do.
yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Zoom would be good.
That shit's fucked, bro. Fucking 2021 is gonna be COVID level 2.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a next step. There's gonna be
Like,
an
2020.
hey, there's already like a new strain in the UK.
What is that new strain? I was gonna ask earlier.
I'm not too like it's
I
not
don't
more
know what.
deadly, but it's
How is
more
there a new
contagious
strain?
or something. It's like more contagious.
Contagious?
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
I know a lot about it. I just know it originated
Yeah, I
in the
just-
UK and there's like 1 or 2 cases of it in like Toronto or
Yeah.
some shit.
So it just mutated itself?
I think something
Probably.
like that, yeah.
So
That's-
what? Was this somebody who had COVID originally, got better, and now is like more sick or something?
Well, it says it's
No
a
idea.
faster spreading virus more than the original COVID-19.
Jeez.
It's fucked, bro.
You think the side effects are worse? Like the
I think it's the
Who knows,
same
bro?
thing. It's just probably.
yeah, who
It says
knows,
it's
man.
quicker to spread.
Like
Hopefully, like with this coming out, like at least maybe we'll be a little bit more prepared for it because we've been hit
Yeah.
with one wave of it. Maybe we'll be able to contain it a little bit
Think
better.
we survived the year. We just gotta keep doing what we're doing.
It's a matter of people getting smarter, bro. And it's also a matter of people becoming a little less scared of it as well. The more that you're scared
Yeah.
and the more fear you hold towards it, then the more likely that your immune system is going to tank and you're just going to be less prepared for the virus if it actually does come your way. If you're
Like,
going to
you
get
get-
infected with it, you want to be in a good mindset so then you could actually fight it, right?
It needs to get better. People.
I don't think it's ever gonna end, bro.
Shit. It's just the fact of fucking being safe, staying home, doing things smart.
Yeah, it's not so much a matter of it ending, it's just a matter of how we like combat it and how like
Deal
what the
with
fuck
it.
we do about it and how
Live
we
with it.
improve upon it.
At this point.
You gotta take care of each other, bro, for sure. Everybody.
You think about it, well, we have to go as slow as our slowest person, and the slowest people we have right now is fucking anti-maskers and the anti-vaxxers right now. They're
Mhm.
just like
That's what a
don't.
lot of people are depending on, but I just,
They're like intentionally like getting on our nerves and stuff, and it's kind of like it pisses a lot of people. You know what Indonesia did to
well,
anti-maskers?
What's that?
They made the anti-maskers bury the COVID-19 people that had died from it.
Oh, I did fucking hear something
Yeah.
about this actually. Yeah.
this part.
Indonesia.
Imagine that. And imagine you live in a place where it's actually like you just have to kind of accept that, like you're being like subjected to that, and that's like the law that they made.
So great here compared to like some places where they do things that are violent, like they use violence and even more corruption. Like our corruption, form of corruption is media. There's countries that have just like physical corruption.
Oh yeah, bro. They live underneath the governments that are
And
just
that shit
they
stays hush hush, like compared to us. We just wake up and do our everyday lives. Oh my God, I'm heartbroken because Becky fucking cheated on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
and there's like fucking world crises and like fucking even like earthquake devastations and tsunamis and shit. Like, I don't know, man. It
Well, that's
always
why.
adds up to one thing though. Like, everything.
Yeah, well, everything is an experience leading to like a destination, right? Or
Yeah.
something else that's going to happen later on down the road, right? But that's like why COVID was so bad in North America, is because we've had it good for so long out here. We've had free rights. We just
Yeah,
kind of,
that's
you know,
true.
like we get up and do whatever, and we just get caught up in our own daily individual lives that we don't really pay attention to what's going on the outside world. Oh. Now, something from the outside world. Well, I mean, we consider the outside world like third world countries and stuff like that, right? We don't really pay attention to the news that's going on down there and the revolutions that are happening like every year and all these crazy things that are happening throughout the government and throughout their development as countries. And we don't really pay attention to that too much. And the struggles that they go through, like diseases and epidemics and pandemics and shit like that, we've never really paid too much attention to it because it's just something that we've never been able to relate to because we've had it good out here for so long. Now, something strong enough fucking hit us, and now we're actually holy. We kind of like have to open our eyes a little bit. And like Matthias said
Yeah,
in the
we're all
last
just like,
episode, it's
holy
like a
shit.
wake up call, right? It's like, fuck, we
Yeah.
can go through some pretty fucked up shit too. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of interesting to see it like that. I almost wonder if like other countries look at our country, and not our country specifically, but our part of the world, like
Like North
kind of,
America.
yeah, and like experiencing shit like this and being like, damn, like they're really like kind of getting a taste of this type of shit and they're really kind of experiencing it. They're not like,
I don't doubt it, dude. I feel like that's like a popular mindset. I would think in other places of the world would be like, holy shit, finally. Like
well, people are
they're
envious
not
of
just
it.
chilling out.
Yeah, well, people get envious. Like, well, they get envious and they ridicule North America a lot, and like for their own specific ways that are good and bad, right? And there's pros and cons to living out here, no different than anywhere else. And
Well,
it's
dude, I mean, like one thing with the masks and everything, like that's never that's for I don't know how long. I can't say for exactly how long, but in Asia, like Korea and Japan and China, masks are a normal thing. They have been
Mhm.
for a long time. Like if you're
Yeah.
sick, you if you're sick, you wear one, right? They're a thing that you see, right?
Mhm.
In Asia and shit. And like personally, before COVID, I've never seen other than an Asian person, I've never seen anybody wear a mask for any reason.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, for
Like, you
sure,
know what I
dude.
mean?
I
Aside obviously from like work, like working out in the cold, like those like, but like proper like masks for being sick, I've never seen it anywhere else.
well,
And now it's like, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't know
and
why
then
we
like a
I feel like,
hospital or like a dentist or some shit. People that like are
yeah, like
meant
that.
to wear it in their
well,
professions, like just out in
my
public. Yeah.
I have this Korean coworker. He like was born and raised in Korea, and he said like this, like at the beginning of this COVID shit, and like even till this day, he just has like this model. Like he's just every day he gets up and he wears this mask. He's like, yeah, I had to deal with this type of shit ever since I was a kid. That's why you always see these Asians walking around with masks because we've battled like diseases and shit like this ever since like back when he was a kid. And he's like fucking older.
Mm.
He's like older than our parents.
And
So
it's funny to see like how they literally they just lived like that. That was just part of their daily lives, like throughout
before
the longest time through a lot of people's lives, like just living out there. And
I
as
was,
soon as it hit like North America, people just started fucking bitching about it. And people just
Yeah,
felt
bro.
their
Yeah,
freedoms were
that's
getting taken away and
crazy.
shit like that. Like there were just so many things that people wanted to
there,
criticize about it.
it's clean almost to that like it's clean. Like it
Yeah.
keeps your congestion in so you don't get others sick, and it keeps you from getting sick. But you touching your face and lifting this shit up and picking at your eyes and your nose and your fucking shit, like
Mhm.
that's still gonna it's useless that way.
Well, there's an argument up in the air that people say that the way that it's been enforced kind of being like, okay, like you have to wear a mask in public places or else we're not going to allow you in the store type of shit. Like there's been arguments saying that like the way that it's been projected out to the public like that is what's made it so ill received, where it's been like, if
I don't doubt that at all.
yeah, like
100%.
if in the
I would.
beginning, like, because nobody wants to be forced to do anything, right? And that's kind of like what the whole argument was in the first place. And if like people say that if the government, for instance, would did something like, okay, like for your own discretion and for your own safety and the safety of others, you know, please wear a mask out in public because it's also going to keep yourself safe. And so, you know, like I said before, wear it at your own discretion. But you know, like we're not going to force you to do anything. We're not going to like make you do this just because you have to fucking do it because we say so. And now it's like that's what made people think like opposite towards being like, okay, maybe I should just wear a mask, do my part or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I just got to put it on my face, whatever. And that's like my personal feeling towards it. And I feel like that's like, you know, how most people should think to it. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but then there's that other argument that I just said where it's like, okay, maybe they shouldn't try to force people to do it when we claim that we live in a free country. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is going to
yeah.
be a lot. There's going to be a lot of enforcement, like even in the upcoming years. Like, look, fucking the U.S. martial law, bro. is in
Yeah.
effect. Like that shit's fucked.
That's crazy, bro. Martial law. Imagine like,
At the beginning of
From
COVID,
your
like the
streets,
Black
the
Lives
streets
Matter,
of LA, streets of New York. Yeah, that's fucked. I just, yeah, man, it's almost like a movie.
imagine you have to like be home at a certain time. Like you actually have to like someone's gonna force you to be like, all
yeah,
right, you
like
know what the law
curfew.
says you have to be home by 10 p.m. type of shit. You know what I mean?
It's fuckery. Like I saw videos in the beginning of COVID when like the whole like riots were going on in the States and stuff, but like martial law and stuff going down like your street, bro, with like tanks and shit, and like telling you to like get inside, like shooting rubber bullets and shit. It's crazy.
Man, I wonder what that fucking, well, obviously it doesn't fucking feel good, but like, wonder what, like, it wouldn't do like damage, but
Rubber bullet? Nah, it'll put
yeah, I
you on
wonder how
blast,
fucking
bro.
like
It
bad that would,
hurts
like,
though,
yeah,
man.
that, like, the
I've
damage
seen,
that would do to you.
I've seen
about-
some videos and shit, and it gives you
So
like
did you
just
guys hear
crazy
about the
welts.
explosion in Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear
Wasn't it
about that.
Christmas Eve or some shit, or Christmas Day.
Whole block
Yeah,
was on
day.
fire. And throughout the whole day, it was sitting there on the block and like saying like it's like a bomb is gonna blow up. And
Yeah, like dude, that's an act of terrorism. I was talking to my parents about that. Like that person, whoever was like doing that.
They were saying that it was intentionally done to not harm anybody, but they wanted
Who the
to
fuck
still
does
cause damage. Yeah, I know. That's what people are still trying to figure out. It's kind of crazy to think about, though, and that they would do it on Christmas Day, too.
the range, man?
Where, like, what part of Nashville did that happen in? Was it like a block that had like a lot of stores or shops or some
It was
shit? Or,
targeted on a specific building.
huh, that's
And
weird.
apparently they didn't even take the building out
Hmm.
or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know if it was being announced all day. Why like no one like fucking
I think it was like
called it in or something.
I don't know. I heard something about 15 minutes, but the whole town and shit was evacuated by police and shit. But there was a few people that refused to like they stayed and they died or got affected by the blast.
Like,
But,
what?
dude,
On Christmas
How
Day,
does that
too,
even-
man.
my mom thought it was
Jeez.
a crackhead that would have stayed. Too fucked
No.
up to like acknowledge the countdown.
Yeah, it was definitely a planned like thing, and it was definitely
Imagine
pre-thought.
all your gifts and like your house and your decorations and shit Christmas Day, bro. Like really?
Just makes me wonder why it was targeted to not like harm anybody,
I don't know. man.
and maybe just to scare people or to cause destruction to something.
I
Like they
yeah,
wanted to make a scene for sure and spread a message towards something, but like whatever that message was is what we'll see. But that fact in of itself is what's scary, is because it's an unsolved thing. So therefore there's probability towards there being like more attacks. and like maybe there's got to be more attacks to be able to solve this puzzle type of shit, and that's what I'm assuming like police and the FBI are the most scared about. Christmas Day, man, that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
it's rough.
Yeah.
Speaking of Christmas, fucking the date right now is December 27th, so fucking we just passed the 2020 Christmas. I didn't talk about it too much in the last episode, but you know, now that we've passed it, I gotta confess that I wasn't really too much in the Christmas spirit this year. I was just kind of
Yeah.
living everyday life. I don't know if that's because I'm getting older. It's just what the fuck we've been through, and just kind of, well, not that what we personally been through, but like what everybody's been through, and just the overall kind of blanket of depression that's kind of been around the world for a bit. Wasn't really too much in the Christmas spirit, but holidays
No,
were good nonetheless.
I gotta agree with you there.
I agree, but on Christmas Day, you know, it was nice.
It was nice, dude, and I wasn't like I was expecting it to be like nice and peaceful like it usually is, but I still kind of got that nice Christmassy warmth in my, you know, in my chest and my
Yeah.
heart.
On Christmas Day, all the
Yeah,
fucking
Christmas is
Christmas
nice.
Eve and everything else, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Even
everything
coming
else just felt
out-
like a
It all
normal day.
just kind of went by in like a flash for me.
Yeah, bro.
I could see
Like
that, yeah.
it just kind of went like
It's like the
nothing
YouTube
happened.
time multiplier, bro. That's what 2020's been like. Like
No kidding, bro.
up on like
Yeah,
X2,
this whole year.
like, it makes no sense, man. What like how's the year already done?
Well, I'm always asking, like, has this year gone by slow or fast? Because now that we're at the end of it, we could easily say that it's gone by fast. But while we were going through it, it felt like every day was
feel
like a
like,
fucking
I
week
feel like
long.
always, I was like, yeah. I feel like the whole time it just blew by. Even on the rough days where it dragged, it still felt like it blew by. This entire
Yeah.
year, I've been
Yeah, weeks. Like by the weekend, I was always like, "Holy shit!" Like it's already Friday, it's already Saturday,
yeah.
and then it's already Monday. Holy fuck, I'm at work again. Like you know what I mean? Like every week, every month, it was just all this. It was all just went by in a flash. It was fucking,
Absolutely, dude.
I don't know how. Yeah, like I feel like yeah, that comes with age. From what I've heard from everybody, it's all like, oh, time just goes when you're older, and yeah, I can see that. But I feel like this year has like multiplied it by like, 10 times more than usual.
Absolutely.
I feel like
Now
just that extra like boost of bullshit that's happened for everybody, and just like, holy fuck.
fuck yeah, dude. Well, like, like now that we're out of like, I wouldn't say like we're out of the worst of it, but we've just kind of gotten more used to what's going on in the world. It is definitely a little bit easier to look back on it and be like, okay, like there was a lot of bullshit that happened, but we came out on top, and we're just kind of doing what we're doing and progressing every day and getting through all of our shit and doing what we can to stay safe and stay healthy and all that. And the anxieties are a little bit lower now, but I don't like it is nicer to see that we're approaching the end of the year. I don't personally believe like I mean, obviously nothing's gonna really change whenever we hit the fucking 2021 mark. But I feel like we are gonna see some like progressive changes towards maybe at least being able to gather once again and doing a little bit more shit, and maybe a little bit more services will open up normally, but it'll be nice to see numbers going down, and it'll be nice to see people getting a little bit healthier and things start going a little bit more smoothly overall. And I think we're going to see that in 2021. Best thing we can hope is that these new types of COVID don't start springing up out of nowhere like they have been for the last couple days. What the fuck? Like that just kind of came out of nowhere, like Devin said earlier.
No, man, that's right. That's right.
Speaking of like, it was nice to like have Christmas and shit though, but so, like since we're on the topic, we gotta like think about like the real fucking like workers of Christmas and the fucking delivery people. All the people that work at Amazon, UPS, FedEx, all of those guys, like they fucking bust their asses every year, especially this time of year.
Yeah, true.
Agreed.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, paramedics, doctors for sure.
Christmas Day and Christmas Eve.
And like Amazon as a company itself has been under fire like recently for its workers, work conditions and shit like that. People have, yeah, well they say that like at least like a couple workers have said that there's been like apparently the company creates unrealistic expectations towards what their workers can produce every day and what they can do, and they really push them to the limits like just on a daily basis. And I can't even imagine what the fuck they have to go through during like the Christmas season and shit. And like with that, apparently they get a lot of really good benefits as well. Like I heard some shit like the CFO is going to be getting the same benefits as somebody that works on the floor. Like they're going to be getting all the medical and all the fucking dental, all that shit for them and their family. So that part's really good. But the actual physical labor part of it is what a lot of people have complaints about, because it is like really tedious work. And not just tedious, but like it's a lot of fast pace and hard work as well. Apparently they carry these scanner guns wherever they go, and they track they don't just track like where their employees are, but they have like a countdown towards like how fast each employee can like scan a product. And they have like they have to meet like a timer criteria to be able to like be labeled as a good employee or not.
Amazon?
Yeah, that's at Amazon, dude.
Bro,
Yeah.
Dude, some guy had like a heart attack and they didn't even notice. Like,
really?
Really?
and they have cameras everywhere, and some dude had a heart attack in the middle of his shift, and like they didn't even notice until like his shift was over or some shit.
That's
He
fucked
was
up.
just laying there after a heart attack.
So he died, or?
I don't know if he died or not, but I remember reading about it on the news.
Damn.
That's probably because the supervisors, they advise the workers not to like talk to each other. Apparently, no co-workers are allowed to
Yeah, you're not
fucking
allowed to talk
communicate to one
someone. You're not
another.
allowed to talk to anyone. My brother worked at Amazon for a bit, and you're not allowed to talk to your coworkers unless you're in the break room.
Oh, I didn't know he worked at Amazon. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can't even be in like the same aisle as a person. They work with a lot of like robots and shit
Yeah, they
too.
do.
So
It's
they got
actually
like
pretty
robot
sick.
assistants to
That
do
would low
shit.
key be nice.
Yeah, no kidding. But it's kind of fucked up that
Keep
like
to
you're
yourself.
like it's a rule that you can't talk to people.
You can obviously ask
My
people for
brother
help
said
and
he'd be
stuff
like
and,
in
like,
the
get superior.
assembly line or whatever, and like he would like just be like doing his work and like chatting with his buddy, and he would still get in shit.
That's fucked, dude. It's literally like you're
But
doing
he
your
said their
work at
break
the
rooms
same
are fucking
time.
lit. He said their
You
break.
could listen to your own music. That'd be sick.
I don't think you can, because
If you
having a
have to
phone
listen to
on the warehouse floor is considered like a safety hazard. It's bullshit.
They do have pretty strict rules there, from what I've heard. That's
remember I
probably
had
what
a
they use
job
all their
at, like,
fucking cameras for, is just to
Dude,
spy on their
Dude,
employees
I
and
had a
make sure.
job a couple months ago, and I was supposed to be like, it was like through this like hiring agency or whatever, right? Because they get a cut if they get like if they give them employees type shit. And I was supposed to be like unloading trucks,
Mhm.
and then they put me on like this other section, bro, and like you literally were just walking around and like picking up shit like from bins. And like it wasn't like dangerous at all, like no machinery, and like I couldn't even like listen to music. Like I don't get why like places don't let you listen to music if you're in like a safe environment type
They
shit.
always say, yeah, that's the only takeaway that I could find from that, is that if a workplace isn't allowing you to listen to music, it's either because you gotta like listen to shit for a safety reason, or you gotta be able to communicate to other people and you gotta be able to listen to what they have to say for safety reasons, or just for fucking business reasons rather. And
Yeah.
fucking like any other job where that shit isn't required, like I don't see why you can't listen to music. Like people
bro,
are always
wouldn't it
gonna
make
label it
you,
as a
like, more
distraction and
productive?
shit.
Like wouldn't it make like for some people music makes it like more productive? Like I know that.
Absolutely.
And like look at like fucking like modern like companies like Facebook, Google, and shit. Like their offices are crazy. Like free food, like nap pods and shit like that. Like
When you got younger influences, like being able to have control and say what goes in a workplace, you're going to be able to have more benefits and more like benefits to your workers who are young. And
I'd love to work at Google, bro. Like that fucking like whole like compound is crazy.
get fucking paid like $40 an hour just to play ping pong all day in the break room. You write like 3 lines of code and you're like, oh man, yeah, we're just fucking working on
Apparently
this
my
new
brother
AI.
told me, the Amazon break room had like a PS4, like a ping pong table. And
Oh, I
shit.
wouldn't deny it, bro.
It's crazy.
I heard that like the workers, they think that they're treated as like data rather than like robots or like actual humans or
Weren't you
employees.
telling me about something where fucking the workers were getting spied on at a rally or some shit?
Wow.
Yeah, there was private investigators that were hired by like whoever organized the protest or some shit. And they found out that there were other private investigators that were fucking investigating the people in the protest and trying to find dirt on the employees and shit. And they were hired by
That's so
Amazon.
fucked. So fucked.
Yeah.
That's hella fucked, dude. I can like that's your workplace. And like, all right, let's spy on these fuckers saying
Yeah.
bad shit about us.
Yeah, man.
That's how you know it's shady and that they got shit to hide. Any company that's that big, like as big as Amazon or Google, whoever the fuck, like they all got skeletons in their closet. They all got shit they're gonna hide, and they all do shady shit.
I saw a
Yeah.
meme today, and it was like the wealthiest woman on earth, and it was
Divorcees.
it was Jeff Bezos's ex-wife. He has a net worth of 40 billion
Jeez,
because he divorced. Like, dude, he should have wrote a prenup.
no fucking kidding, dude. Apparently, like he divorced her before he got his like major fortune too. So so like the 40 billion, like to him wasn't even like it was like all right, whatever.
Isn't that crazy though? Like he has so much money that he's like, 40 billion.
I think it's kind of crazy how like fucking some of the richest women in the world they have gotten their money because they've just divorced their husbands.
Bro,
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok
Or
that
they've
Jeff
been
Bezos's net worth, every person on earth could have like $1 million or some shit.
oh my
From his, like,
god.
net
That's fucked up, bro, to imagine.
So fucked.
Like to end world hunger on a Jeff Bezos budget would be like fucking pocket change.
Yeah.
There's an actual like calculated amount that it would take to be able to solve world hunger that people have thought out, and they compared it to how much Jeff Bezos makes in like a year, and it's just like this small little sliver, bro. Like it's unreal to think about. And
Bro, he used to sleep in his car though. Like, good for fucking him. Like,
yeah, absolutely, bro. Apparently he started like he made like he used to make like videos promoting his website, and you could see like he wrote in like fucking like marker like crayon that said amazon.com on a sign behind him whenever he would record on his like shitty
Yeah.
webcam or whatever. Like it's fucking crazy, dude. Started from nothing, made into these massive things. And like it's unfair, like with what I said before, like to say like somebody who has a lot of money and has met a lot of success to be able to do something like solve world hunger just because they have a lot of money and shit. But it's just crazy to think of it in like a numerical standpoint and like from like a fraction standpoint, being like holy fuck, like he could literally just like do that. Like he can afford to solve world hunger for
I
the
know,
entire
it's
world.
crazy.
Like I don't
Yeah,
know,
he
bro.
he can not only do it, but he can like afford it and do it multiple times.
No
Like,
fucking
Yeah,
imagine having that
Like-
much money, bro. I don't
bro,
think like
didn't
That's
Steve Jobs think
insane.
of Apple?
Inflation says no.
I swear he fucking thought of like Apple and like all his products off acid. I watched. It was like I think I watched a movie about it. I don't know if it was like an accurate representation, but
I wonder if that's got like shit to do with like how people think they can see like spirits and gods whenever they're on DMT or
fucking
acid or
Jobs
whatever.
was raw acid, man.
They got like a message from like a
Raw acid.
higher power to be like, you know what, you should make a website, you should sell books, you should call it fucking Amazon. It's gonna do really well. Something told them that. Yeah, that's how it started. Yeah, it was books.
Yeah. Now look at him. He has his own fucking TV streaming service and fucking books and podcasts and fucking everything, bro.
Amazon
It's pretty
Studios
good.
has won like multiple Oscars and shit. They're like critically acclaimed
Hey.
films as well. Like that's fucking nuts.
It's crazy.
Started out of like a garage type of deal.
Yeah, Steve Jobs started out of a garage too.
Bill fucking Gates.
You know, Facebook originally was supposed to be like Tinder or some shit. Like Mark Zuckerberg made like it was like called Face Match or something.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was in that movie.
The
It
Social
was
Network?
referenced
Well,
or
dude,
something,
he
yeah.
hates that movie though. He says like it's such a horrible representation. Like he hates it personally. Apparently.
So, this is a Mark Zuckerberg. I think the only thing he said that they got right was everything that he wore. That yeah, I used to
The
wear a lot of
pajamas
that.
to the meeting. That was lit. That's one of my favorite movies, dude. It's so crazy.
It's a fantastic movie. People put it up there with
Yo,
like The
Jesse
Godfather
Eisenberg,
and shit.
man.
He killed it, bro.
Jesse
He's such a good
Eisenberg is such a good actor. Holy fuck.
He's a phenomenal actor.
I love him in like every movie, man. I mean, to be fair, sometimes he can like be the same kind of witty,
Character.
really quick, like smart, but I think that's just how he is, and he plays whatever role he's in really good. So
Yeah. There is a big argument there to be like he does just kind of play the same character in every movie. It's no different than like if you look at like Kevin Hart or like Jason Statham. It's like the same shit.
no,
They all play the same guy in whatever movie they're starring in, but they do it really well, right? And like I mean, Jason Statham, like I said before, like yeah, he plays the same guy in every movie, but he's also been in like Snatch and shit, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like he's a fucking great actor.
An actor that I fucking just recently like got a lot of respect for was Shia LaBeouf, bro. But first fucking scene in Fury, the war movie, he didn't shower for like his whole set. He like cut it like for the whole entire set. He didn't shower. He fucking he actually joined the military for the fucking.
Is that Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
That's fucking crazy, dude. He goes in.
He
takes method acting to it.
Crazy, yeah, method acting.
Oh yeah, but he got Me Too'd, so he's out.
Did he really get Me Too'd?
Yeah.
No way.
Sia. Yeah, Sia accused him, as well
Really?
as a few other actors.
Was that for the fucking music video he was in or some shit?
I have no idea. I don't know. Why not?
I can't believe we got that tattoo done for that.
Yeah, apparently that movie was shit too. Apparently that movie
Really?
was so bad. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't actually hear about that. That's fucked.
I've never seen it, but I mean, I don't know. It's
Sometimes people give bad reviews on really good movies.
You guys should watch 1917 if you guys like war movies.
That one is
Oh,
fucking
that was a
crazy.
phenomenal.
I watched it
dude.
last night. That was fucking
that was a
crazy.
phenomenal movie.
It's on Crave, I think.
Huh.
1917 won an Oscar for the best cinematography, and that was well
Wasn't
deserved
it?
because
Wasn't it the longest like one shot or
One
something?
shot.
Yeah,
It was like
'cause
the
it
whole
always
movie.
follows them. It always follows.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
there was
okay,
like
was that
no
right?
cuts in the entire movie. It was
Mhm.
literally like
Always
just all
follows
one
them.
shot type
Bro,
of
I
deal.
paused like right before he got to the bridge, like because you guys see the movie right where he gets to the
Mhm.
bridge with the boys. I fucking took a bong rip and fucking had a ciggy, and I continued watching it. My anxiety, like from that part of the movie, like through the roof. Like it was insane.
That's how you know a fucking movie's good, bro, when it can actually like trigger a sense of like fear or anxiety out of you. 1917,
1917.
such a good movie.
It's about
Yeah.
so they're this I think like 16 to or like 2,000 men are about to go into battle. But it's a trap, and the general sends two dudes to fucking deliver a
Warn
message
the other guys.
to like their lieutenant or whatever.
Yeah.
And like they have to go from like the 8th Division trench all the way to like the German front lines, bro.
That sounds fun. Yeah, I gotta watch that. That sounds
They
like-
they would
so
end
good,
every
man. Like,
cut
it's a
for
good
every
movie.
scene like behind something, so that every shot looked like it was just one fluid motion,
Yeah,
and it
it's
didn't
crazy.
really stop. It's like yeah,
actually
phenomenal
crazy.
fucking movie.
So he had to stop and film.
Yeah, they did, but they put it together in a way where it looked like it was one shot. Like it's crazy.
It's actually insane.
Okay, I gotta see that.
That's
I gotta
crazy.
see that.
So good.
Yeah,
dude.
it's good, man. It's worth every minute. Like,
One of my
it's-
favorite
it's-
war movies. Definitely for like classic
It's not
war
even
movies
that
as
like
well.
action packed, but like it keeps you on your toes. Like
I'd say it was pretty action packed. It was fucking
At
yeah,
the
it
end,
definitely
yeah.
kept you on your toes for sure.
at the end, it
Fucking
got crazy.
super suspenseful, super like holy fuck, what the hell's gonna happen around the
I
next
don't want to
corner
say
type
too
of
much
shit.
because Brandon wants to watch it. but-
He's
Yeah,
gotta watch it, bro. You'll love it. It's right up there with Fury for me in terms of
Yeah.
like best war movies.
Yeah.
Did
And,
you
like,
guys ever
More
watch?
World War One movies, man. Like World War One's like so like
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
unappreciated in
Underrated.
the movie
It's
scene.
usually World War II.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mhm.
say. I think.
That's
Yeah.
Nazis.
machine guns and shit. Even though World War One had machine guns, it was just
World War One was crazy, bro. Like I want there to be a movie about the. I didn't know about this, bro, until I learned it from the Peaky Blinders. Because like they're vets and shit, and the main character in that was like a tunnel digger, and they would like dig like trenches and then they build like
Yeah.
tunnels under that and like to get behind
Enemy
that
lines.
shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Digging
They
a
would sleep in
fucking
it
trench.
too and shit. Sometimes they would like take a couple days just to prepare for like battle and shit.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden it was the big day and they fought. And sometimes those battles lasted fucking days too.
Imagine
dude.
you're like 18 to like 20 years old.
You
You're
would
like
be.
within our bracket and you're
A lot
tasked
of
to
people-
fucking dig a trench in like
A lot of
Germany.
people lied too, and like in World War One and World War Two, just to get into the army because they like. I feel like the
Yeah,
propaganda
they just wanted
was
to
so
fight,
fucking
yeah.
wild to like.
My-
some
Yeah,
people just
that's
wanted to
crazy.
fight. A lot of people lied about.
Grandpa was a medic in the Second World War.
My grandpa was an engineer in World War Two, I think, or
Huh.
one. I can't remember.
Yeah. Might be my great grandpa. No.
Crazy.
I don't know. Great or great. I don't fucking know.
World
Wanna-
War II, boys.
Apparently
Is
he's in the history books. That'd be pretty dope till you look into that.
you can see your
Did you
actual like
boys-
relative in a history book. That'd be fucking
That'd be
nuts.
sick.
But
That'd
yeah,
be
no,
crazy.
I can imagine being a medic though during that time. That'd be fucking disgusting.
Would medics get like target like wasn't there like a mutual agreement
Well,
or
he got like
something?
medals and shit. He'd be running. Apparently, he would have to run over the trenches, like through like the bullets and
Yeah.
explosions and shit to pick
Like
up.
Dead Man's Land?
Like,
Ooh.
yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, Dead Man's Land. He would have to run across that, pick up dead bodies, pick up fucking people with no
Yeah,
limbs,
bro.
and then drag them back into the trench.
What's that
Yikes.
one movie?
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, where he doesn't go on with a gun. That's based on a true story.
Yeah, he doesn't
It
go in
is.
with a gun and he
He's
saves the
against
other
it.
side too.
Oh, that dude, that movie. That was
That
a,
movie's
that was it.
crazy.
Wasn't Shia LaBeouf in that one too? No, he wasn't.
No,
I don't-
it's
wasn't it
the
Andrew
Spider-Man
Garfield
movie.
or something?
Yeah,
I think
Andrew
that's.
something like that.
Yeah, it
The
was
Spider-Man
Andrew
I'm
guy.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it
Spider-Man.
was. Yeah, okay, that is
His
the guy I'm
name
thinking
is
of.
the newest one.
That movie was really good.
Gosh.
I've still yet to see that one. I've always
That's
told
good.
like it's really
That's
good.
good.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
I just
Did you
watched-
boys ever see Dunkirk?
Yeah,
I
Dunkirk was
wanna watch it,
phenomenal.
though.
Really one of the best ones.
That's about World War II, right? That's what World War
I
II.
think so.
Yeah. it was.
Something like that. Yeah, me and Johnny went through our own Dunkirk when that was playing at the fucking theater, dude. We were, me and him were working at
Oh,
Cineplex
my
at the
God.
movie theater when that was premiering, and it was a sold out show every single day for like 2 months
A week or
straight.
two. Or no, yeah, it wasn't a week. It was like
It was like
yeah, it was-
fucking
it
like
was a
8
long
weeks or
time.
some
Oh,
shit. Yeah.
Child? Yeah, what the fuck?
It was fucked, yeah, and there'd be like 800 people coming in for
I didn't know
like
Harry Styles was in it.
in Dunkirk, yeah, he was, yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
He did
about
really
that.
good in it as well. I don't know how many other movies he's been in, but he fucking killed it in that.
Yeah, I want to watch
Yeah.
Dunkirk. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that one's good too, man.
Fucking Mel Gibson and another person stepped into
Oh,
the
yeah, in the
Cineplex that
theater.
me and Johnny worked at to watch Dunkirk while it was playing.
Yo,
Me and
you know,
him-
That's crazy.
I think it's like it was an older movie about Vietnam. I'm gonna Google it right now. I think it's called Tunnel Rats. Yeah, it's called Tunnel Rats, and it's about Vietnam and the fuckers that would go into the Vietnam tunnels to like dig them out and like sniff them out and shit, and to see if anyone was in there. It's crazy.
That's
Oh,
fucking
no.
nuts, dude. It's crazy to think like because war movies are so fucking good and they're such a popular genre too, but we're seeing like now how it's more common to be able to see war movies from a war that we've actually like lived to witness, like the war in Afghanistan and shit. We're seeing
Yeah.
more and more movies come into production that are about shit that happened in like the early 2000s and even like up till like, you know, very recently, that the shit that's going on overseas over there. And like there was a really good one called The Outpost that was put out by Netflix recently, and that was a really good like modern war type of movie. It took place in like 2003 or 2004 or some shit. It was
Yeah.
based off of a true story about these like Americans that were put at a really high tactical disadvantage to the Taliban's, because their base was situated at like the bottom of a fucking cliff or some shit, and they could
What?
get surrounded by all angles, and the Taliban would always have the higher ground on them whenever they'd come and invade. And if it wasn't for their like motor system, they'd be fucked every single time. And there would be like people that'd be getting, there'd be people that are dying left and right, just American soldiers and shit. And like there was a battle that happened like around the base that's like regarded in like US like military history now as like, because you always hear about the battle of Beirut or like the battle of Waterloo or whatever, but this
Yeah.
is like a battle that happened within like a modern war time that this movie is about. And it's fucking crazy. Yeah, there's like two American soldiers. They were like, it was the first war where multiple American soldiers like walked away alive with Purple Hearts.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Yeah, it was fucked.
It's
Such
like
a good
crazy
movie
that, like,
though.
all
The
our, like,
die in
movies
action,
is,
Purple Heart. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. There's. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It just came out on the 11th of December. It's called Songbird. Have you guys heard of it?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's about the girl, right? Or no, I'm thinking of Lady Bird. My bad.
It's. Oh shit. Yeah, the one about the girl. Yeah. No, it's about, because you were just talking about how movies and shit like there's more coming out about more recent times. This one is literally about, well, I guess it's future, but it's about COVID-23.
Oh,
Oh, is this
Oh, I
movie
have heard about
Is this
that.
the Michael Bay one?
I think so. Yes, it is. It is by Michael Bay.
I know this one.
It's, dude, I haven't seen it, but I want to, and it looks pretty intense, like the way it kind of how the story goes. It's literally a few years down the line of when COVID-19 turns into 23 and everything just gets fucked, and just the enforcements and everything. It's kind of scary to think about because I can totally see it happening.
If they
But,
didn't like overly Hollywoodize it, then that could be like a really good movie to watch. It could be like really
Yeah.
entertaining. Well,
I have
entertaining
no idea.
nonetheless. But
It doesn't have very good ratings, but I don't know.
yeah, they're never gonna give a Michael Bay movie like really good ratings and of itself. I thought like because that last one, well, that one that had like Ryan Reynolds in it recently didn't get the greatest of reviews either, but I thought it was still a really entertaining movie.
Oh, 6 Feet Under or something?
And it's like Six Underground or some shit like that.
oh yeah, it was on Netflix.
It's just a typical Michael Bay movie. I'm sure this will be like in the same category, but it still looks like, it still sounds like it could be like promising. It sounds like it could be like really cheesy too at the same time. I saw like the
Yeah.
trailer for it and it didn't look like it was like terrible or anything.
No, the trailer looks fun.
It's just because it's almost like COVID 23
Yeah.
coming
yeah,
9 years down the line.
Exactly. Yeah.
The COVID test is even more uncomfortable now.
We now shove it up your rectile.
You now have to wear 2 masks.
Two
my
masks.
god.
Oh no.
There was the guy who makes Black Mirror, like the main writer behind Black Mirror is doing a COVID movie as well, or a 2020
I heard
movie
about that,
actually.
yeah.
Documentary.
Yeah, it's got the guy who's been in like Stranger Things, and it's got like a bunch of other big time actors in it.
Oh shit.
I think Samuel L. Jackson's in it. No,
Oh,
Is there
fucking
something else?
Samuel Jackson.
maybe. No, I think I could be wrong about that. A lot of other big actors too, but it's basically like a rundown of fucking 2020 as a year of itself. But it's by the guy who made Black Mirror. So that could be interesting.
I'm
Apparently
excited
they
for that.
interview a lot of like normal people as well, like whose daily lives were affected by like not just the restrictions, but also like, COVID itself, and what like the implications like for like the rules that the government put in place, like what other negative implications it can have other than like being a potential spreader of COVID-19 and shit like that, because people are losing their fucking jobs, and people are like their lives are getting ruined by having their businesses shut down, right? And I think like it's going to take a more focus on that when it comes to like normal people's lives and shit like that. It's almost like an unsung like song about COVID and the restrictions itself. Because like by not being a business owner, you're not gonna think about that aspect of it. Because like you think like, okay, like it's shitty that businesses are closing down because I can't go to like my favorite stores and shit. But you know what? Like we got to do what we can to be able to fight the virus. But at the same time, like people need their businesses to be open to be able to feed their families and shit, right? Like they got to pay the bills.
So many companies have gone under since this. It's only been a year. We're talking like companies that make a decent, like clothing companies and like designer companies and shit. They all just went out of business, bro. For real.
Yeah, the government's got a lot of on their fucking plate. You know, they're trying to deal with COVID, and there's another space race happening. You hear about that?
For Mars?
Not for Mars, just a fucking space race in general. So you know how like way back in the day, the U.S. was competing with Russia to be the first people on the moon. Russia ended up being the first people in space with Sputnik and shit. And then further from that, the U.S. was just in high competition to be able to compete with them to be the first people on the moon, right?
Yeah.
And now Russia is competing with the U.S. once again to be the first nation to film a like a full-fledged movie in the moon, which is what the U.S. has been trying to do for a little bit now with Tom Cruise and apparently Elon Musk or something like that's been behind the project as well.
I heard about that a long time ago. Remember, I was talking to Brandon about it when COVID just started. It was a news article, and it was like whatever his fucking name is that you just said was going up into space to film.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
Cruise.
filming an IMAX movie up there, and there's a lot of like
I
actual
remember those
astronauts that are
Brandon-
like
and I was
behind
like,
it as
dude, they're
well.
dipping. I'm like, that movie's never coming out. The world's going to shit, and they escape.
I honestly forgot about that. Like I totally remember bright as fucking crystal clear.
That'd be
And now
crazy.
Russia wants to
Elon Musk and
God.
fucking
Tom
whatever
Cruise.
Tom Cruise is on the moon.
Oh, did you hear Tom Cruise's like big rant about
Yeah, I heard
the
that.
COVID
Yeah, I heard that.
Scientology.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. No, his big rant to the crewmates that were working on the new Mission Impossible movie. They were
Oh, about
breaking
masks?
COVID
Yeah,
protocols.
he went
Yeah,
AWOL, man. He went fucking gorilla mode, man. That was
yeah,
fun.
he
I
freaked
remember
out on them.
fucking,
He did.
what was I gonna say?
we're making millions of jobs.
Yeah, I know. I personally feel like his freak out was almost justified there because like
Oh, 100%. He was
it-
speaking facts. He wasn't like
filming
saying bullshit.
Do you remember when I think it was me, Justin, and Brandon, and we were at Justin's house and we watched like a Scientology speech,
mhm.
and he was in like robes and shit.
Yeah, and he was getting knighted or some shit. They're putting like a medallion around his neck, and he
So
was
fucked, bro.
saluting the head guy. He's up there, bro. He's like almost one of the faces of Scientology.
Yeah,
right there.
bro.
He's like the first person you think of whenever you think of it. It's like, all right, Tom Cruise, and he loves it too. I'm pretty sure that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine that he almost became a priest. Actually,
Did he really?
yeah, he actually
Didn't
before
he?
thinking about being an actor, he wanted to be a priest for some fucking reason.
Oh man, I could see why he
Weird.
gravitates towards Scientology so much then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
He's gonna touch a kid eventually.
through that religion.
In the movie, bro, like all the actors, like a little click.
I'm pretty sure John Travolta's a part of it as well.
Dude, everyone is, man. I want to talk about fucking Nickelodeon, like iCarly and Victorious, bro. Have you guys heard of that? Like the Nickelodeon logo was like a foot, and there's like scenes of and like iCarly and Victorious of like them putting like their feet in their like mouths and shit. Like,
Zack Snyder and shit, like the
Yeah,
fucking, the
Dan
guys
Schneider
behind
and
it. They,
something.
yeah,
Like,
Dan
Oh,
Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
Yeah, they're fucking they had a like a foot fetish.
yeah,
Quentin
or something,
Tarantino
bro.
called. He
Like,
wants his
they,
foot
like,
fetish back.
I don't fucking know what that was, but like looking back at it now, like we watched as kids, like oh whoop de doo, like
They did like put girls in a very like sexual type of view within those Nickelodeon shows. They always
Yeah,
put
that's
the
pretty
girls in
tough.
like pretty skimpy clothing and got them doing pretty suggestive things, and they got like girls that were fucking like 5-10 times over the age of their characters to play in the shows. So it'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got a girl who looks like she's a full-fledged adult playing a high school kid type of shit.
Yeah. They did
That's
that for
Riverdale in a
everything,
nutshell.
though. Disney,
Riverdale's gonna be like softcore porn, dude.
probably.
Riverdale's a big perpetrator.
I've watched
of shit
like
like
season
that.
1, and that's it.
That's
I
all
know.
you need.
I've never even seen an episode of it.
It was alright, but then it gets cheesy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cheesy, bro.
I watch it for my boy Cody, you know?
I've
Zach and
watched all
Cody.
of it. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my Fortnite friends would watch it every fucking day. Like every time.
What the?
it came out. I don't know why.
It's got some pretty
was-
hot chicks in it, man. You got to admit.
Yeah,
That's probably why we watched it.
There's no shame, bro.
bad, bro.
My brother's actually seen them, like because they all live in Vancouver for filming. I'm like, I think my brother's gotten a photo with a couple of them.
Actually, I met Pops from Riverdale.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah,
passing
why don't you
by
guys go to freaking Rocco's, bro? The shittiest food in Mission.
yeah, man, I've been there 1,000 times
It is
before
so
that.
bad, bro. It's the
shitty ass
most
show.
popular
It's
spot
shitty
now.
food, you're right. I don't know if they
Overrated.
ever since fucking.
I went with my girlfriend and her sister, and we went up there, and like the milkshakes are right, but their fries are like worse than like oven cooked fries.
Milkshakes taste
Burgers,
like
like-
shit.
Like my mom can make a better burger. Like
Is it really that bad? It's
Yeah.
almost like considered like a
I've had,
tourist
like,
fucking
raw-
attraction out here
I've
too.
had raw. Oh, that's what I mean. It's probably improved since fucking. It used to just be a shitty
hasn't, it
diet
hasn't, bro.
mission, but then it's just open 24/7. That's the thing, and
Yeah.
nothing's ever like clean or anything. I actually had a friend that worked there, and the water taps were fucking disgusting. I remember getting water and I'd see like particles in my water.
Could just be Mission. It's the Mission water.
Yeah.
Don's been mixing it with moonshine.
getting it from the river.
I just remember this a good example. I had so many bad experiences there that I didn't want to order anything, but I was with my sister, so she wanted me to get something because we were getting food. So I just thought, most simple thing, can't fuck it up, man. You can't fuck it up. Chicken strips and fries with plum sauce, I'm so basic, right? They bring me like 2 strips in a basket with a rotten lettuce on the side.
What the fuck?
Bruh.
No fries, no sauce.
How's that place not
I
shut
asked
down?
for chicken strips and fries. And then thinking, maybe they're going to bring another portion. And this is just a shitty little fucking salad. But literally, it was like wrinkled up, shrinkled, and fucking like moldy.
All the
It's on
money's
my
coming out
plate.
of the TV show. They're not putting it towards the quality of the food or like the employees or anything like that.
I didn't
No,
know
it's actually just shit.
properly, man.
I'm like, we're making enough or money as a movie set. Fucking, we'll just keep doing that. I need to make the fucking food good. People are gonna like this place just because of the show, anyways.
I
Wow.
remember they did have certain things there that were like high. Like I did have okay experiences there. The vibe is pretty dope. That was like the 50s diner shit.
We gotta have more of that out here.
There's so much though. Like, if you go to Vancouver or like there's one in Hope. I'm sure there's one in Newton.
There's a couple good ones. I just hope they survive throughout all this pandemic shit.
Yeah. There's like a lot of 50s diners. It's just ones that are good.
Yeah, I don't know how much you go there for the food. It's almost like you go to those places just for the atmosphere.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's more of the attraction.
Yeah, more for like a milkshake than anything else. No, you don't go there because they got like the best burgers or whatever. You're just like, all right, I'll get a milkshake and listen to some 50s music and see some cool decor and shit. What we need more is like, we need more like smoke lounges and fucking hangout spots and like just social houses and shit like that. We gotta like we gotta utilize like the opportunity to be able to just have like an environment where people can just order some like all right decent food, but be able to just like go into a place and just chill. Maybe they pay like an entry fee of like $5, whatever the fuck, like just to hang out for a little bit, because that would make sense. And then like you just hang out there. You're allowed to smoke. You're allowed to drink, whatever the fuck, whatever you want to do. But you got a limit, and you can just kind of sit there, socialize, whatever you want to do. You can just bring whoever you want, and you don't have to go there for any specific thing other than to just either chill by yourself, get some work done, or fucking just like have a conversation with a stranger. We gotta like influence being able to socialize with one another more. And I almost want to find a way to like not discourage the like usage of like not prevent the usage of um like mobile phones and say like a establishment like that, but more so like discourage it, because like I want to be able to make a social house that's actually like social, like people can go there. It doesn't have to be a big place, fancy place, whatever. It's just, yeah, it's comfy and it's known for being a place where you can go and people, you can go there and be like, all right, like people are actually gonna fucking talk to me. No one's gonna sit here and just go on their laptop or go on their phone or just do whatever the fuck. And you can do that, there's nothing wrong with it, but I want it to be a social atmosphere. I don't
Yeah,
want
there could
people
be a place I can see what you're saying. There should be like a station or like a room of, if you want to go there to get some work done, then you go to that specific part of the shop or whatever, right? And then the rest of the place is just, yeah, like you said, just like encouraged, like just keep your phone off or put silent on or whatever the fuck, and just you're there for the to talk to people, meet people.
Yeah, you gotta be there for the experience. If you're sitting there on your fucking, and this like goes for anything really, and especially for people of our generation, like you fucking like you want to experience something. You don't want to be having your head buried in a electronic device the whole fucking time, right? And I want to be able to like almost like open up a place that's like you can go there for an experience, and you can go there every single time and have some sort of experience, not like, okay, I'm gonna go to the coffee shop, maybe have a smoke, get a coffee, get a sandwich, whatever, and then just go home. I want to go there and be like, all right, I went there and I had a conversation with this person and we talked about this. Or I met this person there and we fucking, he told me a story about this topic. Like, I want to be able to like make a place where it's normal for people to be able to do that. I don't feel like it's because you hear people from older generations and you always hear about them talking about like stories that other people have told them or stories that they've made themselves, and they usually involve like strangers or people that they've just met or whatever the fuck. And
exactly.
and like that social aspect of meeting strangers isn't like, it's not as prominent anymore because of like these things that we keep in our pockets all the time, right? Like we're
Especially
always addicted to it.
COVID-19, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But even like beforehand too, like
and you want to go ask for her number, you second guess yourself, and you're like, "Fuck, man, she's gonna be terrified by the time I fucking even approach her." Fuck, she's not even gonna give you an answer. She's gonna run away and fucking smack you. If not, like it's such a weird time, bro. Like somebody approaches you, and the first thing you think is like, "Who the fuck are you? Why the fuck are you coming up to me? Get the fuck away from me!"
I think it's
Man, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. It's just like, bruh.
Our generation holds like an individual's opinion about themselves at such a high standard that it's to the point where we're almost like afraid to approach other people and talk to them now because we're like, we don't know what they're going to think of us. But at the same time, it should be like, why the fuck should that matter in the first place, right? Like if it's just one person or one group of people type of thing, whatever, like it shouldn't be that big of a deal, just as long as you're living your life, respecting everyone around you and doing what you can and being a loving person. That's really just what it means to be a good human.
Working like a community, like I don't know, you still try to satisfy people, like to make everybody happy. And I don't know, like I like seeing people smile, and like you don't get it as often as you would like, but like you get it often enough to the point where it's satisfying to make you happy throughout the day. And the masks, obviously, you can't do that. So it's really hard to see people's expressions, and seeing somebody's expression, even on their face, you can almost tell who they are, what they're like in a sense. Obviously, you can't judge a picture by its like cover, but at the same time, you can almost get like that sense if they're friendly or if they're aggressive or if they're just in a bad mood and you should just not disturb them or not. I don't know. it's rough, man. Like to approach people in this time, I think.
Well, it's weird to like kind of be living in a society where we've almost subconsciously encouraged kind of desocializing a little bit. And now we're fully vocalizing, being like, okay, now you can't fucking talk to anybody. We're gonna like I saw a sign today up in Aldergrove that it said we're gonna get through this by staying apart. And I was thinking about that and I was like, wow, like they're really like I get like that's how we're gonna get through it. Like we can't spread the virus potentially by like being around other strangers that we can't trust and shit. But at the same time, it's just interesting to see how we're like encouraging desocializing and how we're encouraging that aspect of not interacting with one another. And I'm almost scared that even in the future, if it's not due to a virus or a pandemic, that it's just going to be so engraved in people's brains that it's just going to be the normal thing.
Scary to think about, man. Scary to think about.
The times are lonely, but you just gotta look for brighter days.
What do you think we got? What do you guys think like we have to do towards like being a little bit more social and being more like able to approach other people and being able to talk to them and spark a conversation and being able to like have an experience with a person you've never really met before? And like how should like we as a generation be able to like improve that, like just from your own personal experience of like
Text
talking
back.
to strangers and shit? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I just keep being you, build up your confidence, like you've said in the past, like building confidence and trying to be yourself always, and just relying on yourself and trying to go for things in a positive and happy way. Like if you're gonna approach somebody, approach them in a friendly manner, a peaceful manner, instead of just a whatever matter. Like that person doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, and you still talk to people and not care, or you can talk to people and still care until they fuck you over, and then that's kind of their loss because they're in the wrong for being a douche face. You know what I mean? I just always approach people with kindness. It's on them if they don't want to approach you back with kindness.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of just shows you their true color right then.
We got to be less afraid towards people not showing us that kindness and that like understanding as well, and that kind of seeing our own point of view and having the desire to talk to us back and shit like that. Like we got to be able to handle a sense of rejection a little bit better as a generation.
Yeah,
because people are just like people are afraid to put themselves out there because of ridicule, and they don't want to face that kind of implication for themselves, and that's why they're scared to even put themselves in a position where they're gonna be able to say have a conversation with a stranger on the street, or express an idea that they want to express, or actually share their genuine opinion about something, rather than like following a kind of like sheep crowd towards following one ideology or one set opinion about a given topic, just because they're so scared of kind of sticking out and being different and being ridiculed for it. I think you got to be more focused on liking what you like, and being less afraid about what people have to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I got to take a fucking quick piss because I've been dying for the last little bit, but I'm going to be right back.
Well, laddies.
Pretty lit, bro.
Yeah, I'm feeling the alcohol at this point. She's serving me quite well. Jony, is your chair fucking lit up?
Like,
it is.
Dude,
no, that's sick.
It is.
Yeah, you chug that.
It's a
Beer Street, yeah.
Stairs.
Yeah, I got a piss, fam.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey,
How are
buddy.
you
Hey,
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a nice chair.
Back.
Did you get that chair from?
Doesn't matter where I got this chair from. Where'd you get those stairs from?
Damn, it came with the house.
That's crazy, bro.
It's quite nice. Yeah, my laptop died, so I had to switch to the phone.
Yeah, I've been on my phone for a minute. My shit's down.
Oh, look at him. Look a little piss pants over
Oh
here.
my god.
Welcome
There's
back.
nothing worse than fucking putting on my headphones and having to hear your horrible fucking voice.
Well, how does
Yeah, no,
how
dude.
do you think this makes me feel when I come and join your chat? I come to see Johnny and Brandon and even Devin. Whatever you just
So you've
keep
been joining the
talking.
podcast every week, despite the fact that we haven't had fucking Devin or Johnny on before, just out of spite.
Brandon's been keeping me going, to be honest here.
It's been keeping you afloat. He's been the reason you're coming back.
I've been waiting for oh yeah, Matthias is a big one as well, you know.
He's been pretty good. I miss
Just
all
waiting
you
for the day
boys.
that just waiting for the day that you lose your voice.
So you don't have to listen to it again.
Exactly. No podcast. You're not even included. We'll just show you a picture of your face.
Yeah, you don't have to fucking
Justin.
have my voice or anything. Just be like, yeah, he's here in spirit. He died a couple of years ago, but you know what?
Yeah.
We still keep his picture frame above the podcast table in the background.
You have to.
Die from
You're
erectile
the
dysfunction.
founder, but like at the same time, man, like
Hey man, you know what? I'll never leave. If I die, I'll haunt you guys while I'm dead.
fuck
You
yeah,
can watch
like,
me masturbate then.
Yeah. Like
yeah,
I
what
do
if I just, like,
normally
put one out
on
and-
your weekly cam videos that you do live.
promo,
Justin,
still promo.
You weren't supposed to tell him that.
No, I got to tell
Chatter
everybody.
bunch.
You're gonna get some money, dude.
You gotta plug your Chatterbait username.
Yeah, well, everybody, make sure to watch
How am I
Andrew
supposed to be,
on
how am I supposed to
every.
be doing my jerk off instruction videos when it's so hard when you guys are just watching? We're only
your number
3
one fan.
viewers.
You gotta.
Only 3 viewers are just my friends.
Make sure to watch Andrew's Chatterbait.
Why do you think in donations, man?
Drop a like button and subscribe.
Yeah, you hear those
You will see
really.
more content. Look at
Listen.
OnlyFans.
You got those really obnoxiously loud donation bells that fucking completely
sounds
distract
like
from the.
lottery machine.
It's the
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
It's distracting from the experience, bro. It's like when you're watching porn and you hear a guy moan or some shit. And you're like, damn, it really fucking threw off my vibe. Why the fuck this guy gotta be so damn vocal?
Why did
Why
they cut
so
the scene of
passionate
his
about
butt?
this?
Oh no.
Isn't this
Pure
his
passion.
job? Shouldn't he hate it?
You're in the middle of heat and you're just all you hear is It's just like, fucking really, dude.
That's what gets me.
I was trying to focus,
Go
bro.
ahead. What the fuck?
Trying to show that the man is enjoying it himself too, you know?
One of the worst pains that I felt throughout 2020 was when Pornhub deleted fucking something over 2 million unverified videos from its databases, and all of my saved links were fucking deleted.
R.I.P.
They were rendered useless, bro. It's terrible.
Bro, you know
So,
a girl
recently-
is more likely to achieve an orgasm if she has socks on.
I thought that it's the man who's more likely to achieve an orgasm if his girlfriend is wearing socks on, because a girl is always more sexy if she's naked wearing socks than naked
Yes.
wearing nothing at all.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
110%.
thigh highs, but I mean,
Socks. Oh
Wait.
Lord.
We don't understand how it works, but there's an extra fucking element that's added to it.
Good Lord, I'm about to burst.
Bonus points if she's wearing cat ears.
oh my
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Jesus.
I had an issue there, guys.
It's kind of
We're about to
it's kind of
kill.
nice to be able to fucking play video games on PC without having massive frame dips whenever a fucking enemy comes around the corner now.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Jordan,
yeah.
you ready to play fucking DayZ till 5 in the morning, eh?
You have work.
No, I was playing till my shift, man.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, start at 5. You play till 5. Yeah.
Let's
You're
survey
such a pussy. You won't do it though.
What if I did?
I'd love you.
That's gay.
In a game like
I mean, I already
Daisy,
love
playing
you, but I'd love you even more, man. Like fuck. Daisy till
Nah.
5 in the morning with my best pal.
Daisy is real life, bro. Daisy's the type of game where you play till 4 a.m. and it feels like you've been playing for like maybe a half
love it,
hour,
bro. I
maybe an
love it.
hour. It just goes by like that. It's all walking. The game's all walking and looting. And then you fucking hear some gunshots in the background and it's like your peak fear for the whole like
Bro,
playthrough unless you like see some zombies or you get killed or some shit.
PvP is so fun in that game because like you risk everything. Like everything's on the line. All
It's intense,
shooting
bro.
for like 4 hours. Like
That's the type of fear that like a horror game could never provide. It's literally like all of my work that I've done for the last 4.5 hours could literally be lost within the next couple
Brandon, on that
seconds here.
server I was playing, I can't remember what it was, but it was like 5x loot. These fuckers have tents everywhere, just gun racks. And I tried to rob them, but I couldn't. They just have tents with locks and gun racks. So they die, go to the tent. So
That's the move, guy.
Have you guys been playing a lot of DayZ on PC?
we did a little bit, like
A little bit recently, like back. I don't know. When I first got my PC, we were playing a lot. I don't know, Cyberpunk, man.
I was playing it a lot solo like 2 weeks ago. I got a lot.
Cyberpunk got you. Ooh.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
DayZ. We should make DayZ videos. When are we gonna make YouTube videos, guys? Gaming videos.
When blowjobs are 25 cents. Decent blowjobs. I don't want some girl with no teeth to start sucking me up.
Oh, come on. That's the best kind.
I was just about
You
to
don't have
say,
to
why
worry
wouldn't
about
you
anything.
want that, bro? That's just taking all of the risk out of a blowjob. Then you ever have a girl give you a blowjob who doesn't know how to give blowjobs, bro? It's the worst experience of your life.
Damn. You're straight?
Yeah, bro.
Holy
100%.
100%.
About as straight as you.
As a curved line.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.